Greetings, welcome to my channel. My name is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. This is my channel. Thank you for approaching. This is for the energy of Aries in the month of July 2020. The Great Mirror is a nine card spread that will show the energies between you, someone else, or the object of your affection, and the mirror between you. These are apparent modes to see how things are, so only take what you will. It could be just pure illusion for you. If it is just pure illusion for you, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the vision. Otherwise, take what you will and use what you can for guidance in the month of July for the energy of Aries 2020. Now, I shall first pull to see the bridge and to see the obstacles that Aries may be dealing with. Okay. So, Aries, be careful not to be too judgmental as you see certain things around you that are triggering your sense of stability or threatening your sense of community. There is something about you that is thinking quite heavily and being critical about certain things around you that may not be for your highest good. There also may be something that is being pulled up from childhood while witnessing mother and father that may have a big influence on this, leading to a type of restlessness. Know that this is a part of this general reflexivity that you may be going through, where you have to look inside and see the motivations of how you cannot find peace. If you are looking towards a situation that involves a significant other, it could be that you or them are being trapped in the prisons or the trappings of your own mind. Just know that there are cycles that people go through that may prohibit them from actually reaching out, therefore leading to a feeling of disharmony in general. There must be a way to find rest and relaxation and to turn off the mind for either you or this person and or this person, place, or thing, and there is a possibility for you to bridge the gap. Okay. Okay. Pardon. Excuse me. Right. Right. Okay, we have here very strong energy, the King and the Queen of Swords, plus the Six of Swords in the reverse, loads of swords energy, plus we have here the Five of Pentacles, Five of Rods in the reverse. But sometimes it flips. That's the thing. There's a tension here that sometimes flips. It's like a vibration that can be polar, positive or negative, and there's a shifting, a bipolarity in this connection that has to do with the arguing over the actual contract between both of you. There's a type of wildness to this connection that has to do with reflection and communication, banter. Also, the need to suppress certain emotions or revisit certain emotions that have been repressed and finding a sense of peace there. But yeah, there's a type of critique that comes from one person to the other, okay? This critique is based on masculine principles, knowing oneself, knowing logically how to think or how to do certain things according to truth, according to purpose, okay? This could be you, this could be them. But what happens here is that there's a triggering that happens where the person who's receiving this advice is on the path towards moving away. And they they move away, but not only that, they become defensive. So there's something that you're imparting towards this soul energy here, from the King to the Queen of Swords. And as this imparts, there's a sense that you are either walking the same path, but also one's walking away from the other with a sense of this truth, but also a sense to preserve some form of emotional complexity, an emotional intelligence, or an emotional dumbness that has been dulled down because of too much scrutiny, okay, leading to a type of imprisonment, okay. Very interesting. That's the bridge. Try not to be too critical, and just know that there are certain things in your external world that cannot be controlled right now because there's a complete reversal of harmony in the world around you. Remember, Mars is entering in Aries quite soon, and there will be a 6-month transit, okay? So heightened emotions of Aryan quality, of war making, as well as independence and voice making, and totality in the highest sense or the lowest sense of the word comes with Mars coming into Aries. Okay, so there's going to be some heavy energy, and it's important for you to really stand by your truth, but not to be overly critical with the world around you. Okay, right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So there is a type of contentment that you find. Yeah, there's an idealization of what is healthy, what is right, what is anatomically good for you. Also, what is good for you in terms of your own stability. There's a sense that you're finding a sense of pride in yourself, and this comes as a boon to you. You become healthy because of this, which is a good thing. There's a sense of contentment or perfection in what you do. But this is something where you have to realize that you may not be getting what a connection really is there to do, which is essentially help people to grow together. Um, and because of this, yes, you're feeling a sense of contentment, but it's within yourself, which is also a very beautiful and powerful thing. Okay. We have here protection as well as roots with your conscious level, okay, how you perceive or how you're being perceived in the situation within the mirror, and your reflection is showing a sense that you are protected, that there is grace around what you try to achieve with your seventh house, which is relationships to others, the energy of Libra, balancing. The Empress is here in the reverse, meaning that there's a sense that you have to protect your assets as well as protect yourself. There's a type of reform going around you. Instead of growth, there's reform, which is constricting as well as balance making within yourself. You're turning inward. Okay. Also, there's a sense of roots, which is like the ability to reroute or reconstruct, reconfigure certain neurological patterns or modes of behavior that you have been going through, my dear Aries. Now, there's an ability to find peace in this, okay? Peace through a type of restriction, also through a type of, of, uh, of solidarity within oneself, okay? So that is what I'm seeing, and that's how you're being perceived. The other person, or this object of your affection, is going through a sense of expedition as well as imprévu, which is the Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay, there's something inside here them that is being blocked in terms of communication. They're generally going through a difficult time, but they're also making like a type of journey. No longer are they seeking the refuge of certain friends or certain connections. They're also turning within. Both of you are turning within, trying to find a sense of peace. When it comes to the sword, when it comes to sword making, when it comes to thought making and neurological pathway making, both of you are trying to find a sense of peace and not trying to expand in the expectations of others. So there's already a mirroring going on here. No. Know that if you want this connection to work, there is the possibility that you will have to fulfill certain desires or certain paths that are trying to be formulated. As both of you think, or try to think at least, there's a sense that you're not being emotionally open. Because of this, there is a lack of empathy within the connection, and in the mirror, there is a conscious need for this person to romance you in some sort of way. They need to go on an expedition, and as they arrive, instead of looking externally with other people, as they arrive towards your energy, they might find that you are displeased with them, or perhaps that you've already moved on, or something like that. Okay? Subconsciously, on your end, what you're trying to do is come up with a closure to really close off this cycle of thoughts, to no longer, to not only feel peace, but also feel a sense of either war or a sense of restlessness, to confront that and to end the cycle. There's something about you that is trying to find a new type of seeing, a new type of receiving, okay? Whatever that is, I don't know what it is, but I think it involves a cycle of not thinking, okay, or a cycle of not processing certain modes or certain thoughts that you may have been thinking about way too much. I think you want the end to be here, or at least to feel some sort of a sense of an ending or a sense of a closing when it comes to thought patterns, okay? On their end, there is, and remember, because there's a sense of critique, there is still like something holding you back. All you need to do is step into the Two of Swords energy, which is the energy of Libra, with the moon and the two swords and the woman who is blindfolded. You can make a choice, but that's the difficult part, because usually there are two truths to this, okay? Make one choice and you will be able to make progress. That is what I'm saying. Um, on their end, in the subconscious realm, the realm of magic, they have attentant, and la prudence. Okay, Hanged Man is here, and that's one of their major arcanas. It has to do with the temptation of certain things, the knowing that they can heal from anything that is toxic out there. Okay, their external world challenges them, and they are trying to figure out how to find victory in this. But as they do this, they don't really care. They don't want to care how they are perceived. Okay, even though they have to go through cycles of either depression or lack mentality, they know that they can heal from it. There's something very interesting here about your person, in that they have no fear. Okay, that's what they want. They want to have no fear. The same as you. Like you guys both don't feel the pain here, or you don't mind it. It's as if you are looking towards the endings, or a sense of an ending, a sense of a death cycle, so that you can heal up from it afterwards. Okay, between you two, there is the Five of Pentacles. Both of you want to. Wow, um, it's like it's like a sense of friendship. That's what I'm seeing. Like that both of you want to. Usually, the Five of Pentacles is like abandonment, but I'm not seeing it as abandonment here, because Mars is here, as well as um, the need to become equals in some sort of way, to be able to respect each other even as enemies, still have a respect that is much like friends. There's sort of a gray line here. And I think it's a very interesting way of really co-creating this sense, or this triggering of abandonment, to understand and to grow or to not grow, to really feel a sense of an emotional body that can be malleable, that can be treated, that can be healed in a certain way. I think it's very interesting, but also a bit perverse. But that is what I'm seeing. Very interesting. On the soul level as well, this person is looking to augment themselves, and they're willing to sit at the table in order to see what you can offer them. I think there's a deep longing for them, for you to give a sense of love, unconditional love, or at least to shift them in a certain way with the pattern that they may have been going through. They've been waiting for a change, and it could be that they're projecting onto you an expectation, a very deep expectation, okay? Whether or not you're going to live up to that expectation, I'm not sure, but I think your soul is telling you to move the hell on, or something. To Both of you have the Ouroboros here, okay? The circle, as well as the circle here, with voyage and augmentation. There's a strong there's a strong repulsion that you feel from this person, and it's like forcing you into a mode of change, of deep cyclical change, that has to do with a vision of purity, a vision of knowing. and you are deeply moved to this of this. You're moved by this connection to move into the future, whatever that may be, with or without this person. Okay, but their expectations are really strong because they feel like you symbolize like some sort of inevitable change. But as this occurs, your roles as friends or lovers shifts dramatically. Okay, so whether you're the friend or the lover, it shifts dramatically, or vice versa for them. But it's because of the expectation here. As this occurs, it shifts you. It moves you into a very fixed way of really trying to analyze and critique and understand and find your own inner light, as well as your own spiritual path towards something else. Okay, between you two. Oh wow, the force majeure is here. Okay, so this connection is very deep. It's very binding, and there's a strong soul energy to it. There's a structure to it even, but this structure is being ripped and torn into different fragments, which are still semblant of a type of concentricity, meaning that there's still like a type of metaphysical chain between you two. But I think it's trying to be really let go. Both of you are trying to find, there's a lot of mirroring here, loads of it. Because both the Ouroboses are here, the circles, the great pentacles are here, and they're spinning. And both of you are tied by this spinning. And as you do this, there's an ability for both of you to heal up, as well as to understand that there is attraction, but it's something that you have to let go, something like that. Okay? Please take only what you will. This was a very deep reading, very dark. I wish you well as far as advice goes for the month of July for my dear Aries. Let's see. All right. Boundaries are needed, as well as apologies are also desired when it comes to this. Also, there's something about the Six of Cups energy here that is strongly needing to express itself. Usually, the Page or the Knight of Swords, there's an echo here, as well as the Page of Swords, or the Page of Cups, rather. There's an echo here, and there's a need for some form of emotional rapport. But because there's so many reverse cup cycles, as well as this expectation here, it's very, 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 very difficult. So there has to be a way to become the aqueduct, the bridge, and to really impart some sense of peace with each other. But in this, there has to be also an emotional offering. And unless both of you are open to emotionally and intelligently conversing with each other, I don't think it stands a chance. But the inner child is wanting to express itself. All right? Right. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, once again, Ron from Tarot Twin Sun. Please subscribe if you will. Also, I am open to readings. If you would like one, find me in my About section. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.